I'm feeling a bit. First of all, it's like midnight. It's like almost 2 a.m. right now, and I'm feeling a bit out of this world once again. I don't know what is this feeling, but some sort of a detachment. I used to talk about this on this channel. I think I used to call it one of the main like testosterone skills you can develop. You know, one of the main masculine kind of mind tricks you can develop. But now it feels like it is a curse. Since then it was like almost 3 years ago, I think, when I used to kind of be really religious, but then I got kind of really spiritual in terms of, you know, I got further and, you know, and farther, or like further, whatever the word, like got separated from the divine that I was feeling, and started to kind of practice this mind detachment, you know, when you, I don't even know how to describe it. I really used to do it, and I really used to feel it. It's like you as a person, you as a feeling of yourself, kind of separate from the body and kind of from the mind, you know, when you start perceiving yourself as, as if you're in third person, you know, as if you're in a video game, as if you're a character. You start perceiving yourself, and that makes you kind of emotionless. Like it makes it easy to, I think it's maybe somehow related to this pure awareness of meditation, of Buddhism and stuff like that. Maybe I don't know, but these days, in the last couple of, I think it's only been like a couple of weeks, if not a week, since I've started feeling this way again. But now it's involuntarily, you know. It's not that I'm doing it myself, and like it's not that I'm doing it to help me to kind of, you know, make certain decisions and avoid certain bad outcomes, emotional like things. Now it haunts me in a way that I like recently, I think it was like last week, or again 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. I was sitting just was with my lady. I was just looking at her in the eyes, and just, you know, just looking at her. And before that, she was just lying in front of me, but she was, you know, kind of upside down, or you know, she was lying, but her head was there and I was there, so her face was upside down to me, and I felt dizzy looking. I don't know, maybe this is just a regular thing. I felt dizzy looking at an upside down face of a familiar person, you know, and you start to really, you know, when you just focus your sight, you know, your vision on something, on just maybe on your hand, when you look at your like at your hand closely, and you don't move your, you know, eyes anywhere. You just look at one patch of skin. You start to see more and more details, you know, of your hand. You know, you start to see those wrinkles and fingerprints, you know, those curvatures and whatnot. It was almost the same thing, but with faces. And with faces, it's a weird thing for the brain to kind of try to, you know, I don't even know how to put it, you know, when you I've heard that there is this trick. I've never done it myself because I'm a bit afraid of it. But if you are in a dim room, like there's not a lot of light, just some little light, so you can barely see, and you're in front of a mirror, and you look at your face, and you try to, you know, you try to see your face clearly, but you cannot, because there's not enough light for you to see your face clearly. So your brain starts to hallucinate almost. Your brain starts to try to, you know, solve the puzzle that is your face now, and it tries to, you know, patch things up with some whatever, I don't know. It's almost like this artificial intelligence slop that we have right now, but with your own like brain. Your own brains just does this thing. And I was looking at my lady's face when she was upside down, or her face was upside down, and I started to feel dizzy. And this feeling, and I started to kind of get rid of this feeling, but it made it worse, because now her, like, I can't say that her face was distorting in front of me, but my brain made me feel like it was distorting, even though I was clearly seeing that it was still her face. But because it was upside down, my brain was kind of messing things up. So I told her to get up, and because I'm feeling a bit strange. But later that day, I was just looking at her regularly, and again I started feeling this sort of distortion, this sort of derealization, of things, the actualization. I don't even know what word is there to describe it. I felt like I was in a dream all of a sudden, in the middle of me being awake, freaking awake, even though it was like later at night. But I mean, I was almost wildly awake. I wasn't feeling sleepy or anything. I wasn't like exhausted. It wasn't that I was like not sleeping for a couple of nights, that I had a reason to start almost hallucinating. But I mean, all of a sudden everything seemed to become less real. I just felt like I was in a dream. When you I'm not talking about some lucid dreaming or anything, but sometimes in regular dreams, maybe closely to morning, closely to your alarm, when you're about to wake up, you kind of start to realize that, hey, I'm dreaming a bit, just this feeling of I'm kind of dreaming. And not that it makes you control your dream, but still sometimes it makes you wake up, but sometimes you kind of just this feeling, and you carry on dreaming. It was almost this same thing, but I was awake. But I suddenly almost realized that I was dreaming, and I felt this extreme, like just for a moment, but I felt the aftermath of this extreme feeling for a moment, extreme anxiety and fear that nothing is real, that the reality just crumbled in front of me for a second, like freaking Matrix. Everything disappeared and reappeared once again. And now I was kind of a bit of, puzzled, like what I have just felt. And then again, the more I tried to kind of forget this feeling, get rid of this feeling, the more it felt, the more uneasy I felt at that moment. It was really, really weird. I just distracted myself with I don't remember what we've been doing, or what we decided to do after, for me to kind of get rid of this uneasiness and dizziness and anxiety. But I mean, when you try and say out loud just some sort any word, but when you choose one word and you say it out loud multiple times, word by word by word by word, the word starts to lose its meaning, because your brain, your neurons, they start to get tired, in terms of the part of the brain that is responsible for the meanings. It's all in quotes. It's all like, I don't know if it kind of seems real, but I don't know how to explain scientifically. But I know there's a scientific explanation to this, although I don't know if it's valid enough. It's kind of this part of your brain that is responsible for meaning of this particular word. it gets tired in a way, and the word loses its meaning, and after some time it regains it in a way. But you can try it yourself. It's kind of like this, what I felt today and what I felt last week, but it is with the whole reality, everything that I perceive visually, and even just myself, It happened when I tried to record a voice message to my lady, and I was trying to explain something. I was just in the middle of doing some university tasks, and I tried to whatever the thing is, it doesn't matter. I was trying to explain something, and I sent the message, but I thought I didn't, I didn't like what I said. I didn't like the way I said it. I didn't like why would I even say it? Why would I even send it to her? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. It's just this, I didn't even know why I recorded the message in the first place, why I was trying to tell her something that didn't even matter, just this small part of whatever. But when I sent it to her, then I deleted it immediately, almost immediately. But she saw that I sent something, and then she said that she was waiting for me to finish recording this voice message. And then she opened the messenger, and there was no message there for me. She was like, "Why would you do it? I was waiting for you," and I felt it right there. It was like, why I was recording in the first place, and I was trying to explain myself, and in the middle, I first of all don't know why I tried to explain myself, because I'm gonna see her tomorrow. I can tell her this anyway, and I can tell her this in text, which gonna take less time than me talking for like 3 minutes trying to explain this simple, or to tell this simple story, or to just explain what I'm doing. And I tried to explain to her in text, and I caught myself feeling like I am freaking AI, I am freaking ChatGPT. When you ask, there was this trend, not a trend, a meme or something or whatever, when you ask ChatGPT whether there is a seahorse emoji, but there is no seahorse emoji, and because everybody thought that there was a seahorse emoji, ChatGPT also thought that there was a seahorse emoji, and he was trying to input a seahorse emoji into its response, but there is no such thing as a seahorse emoji. So it was hallucinating and catching itself on not being able to, and it was on and on. He was trying to explain itself and whatever. I almost felt like that, like a freaking AI, just telling one thing over and over, explaining basically nothing, and trying to explain everything at once, and trying to I don't even know how to put it, like that. This is how I felt, freaking hallucinating, but in text. Yeah, this is basically it's freaking 2 a.m. but I hear a bird singing. I don't know if you can hear it too. The bird, like, that sounds like a freaking Star Wars laser beams firing a bit. The bird sounds are from, why would it sing in the middle of the night when every other bird is sleeping? I don't know what. Maybe the bird is hallucinating too. It makes me even more uneasy hearing birds singing at 2 a.m. But, basically, the point of this video, this whole forward, what I was trying to tell you, I was trying to describe you this feeling in order for me to read. This poem is not really about it, but I mean, it's kind of resembling this feeling of despair, because it's titled Despair. I wrote it a couple of months ago, I think. This feeling of uneasiness, of just, of this detachment from your own self and from reality, when just things are just crumble in front of you. So let me read it. Have it in my journal. It's this kind of draft of it, but I mean, I'll try to remember it word for word like it is now completed, because I have it on my phone. I don't have it on any paper. So despair. Let me get a little closer, because it is middle of the night. I don't really want to speak loudly. And with trails of clouds above my head, I feel as if in fisher's silky net, as if I'm really just a fish. My skin is thin. I feel the burning cuts around every of my fin. I'm caught straight out of home, off guard. Above the wet I dry, where nothing's right. The same as nothing's left. All is unnatural. All is the lack of stinky breath and death perpetual. Well, what is it then? I feel the heavens shroud stiffening me now, like someone stunning me, someone who I know, and the only thing I long for is my soul, to be emitted out in the wild, out of this form, which suits no more me, more like wavy milky foam that gets dissolved and disappears among the air, gets blown away like dust along the busy road, like leaves of autumn signaling the nature of despair. So that's basically it. I was pretty sad when I wrote it. I mean, not sad, but I mean, felt this sort of depression, and I spilled it out of me while feeling this kind of depressed. And rereading it makes me come back to this feeling, but I mean, can't say that now. Now I'm feeling different, but I mean, different doesn't mean better now. I hope I articulated even just. I hope you even a bit. You can just by a bit. I'm losing my just speaking skills right in front of you. I mean, maybe it's placebo, maybe it's me. Just I don't even know. So I hope it is somewhat relatable, this idea. I honestly don't know if you're feeling the same, and you don't want to feel the same. I honestly don't know what to tell you, other than distract yourself, because I don't know whether it's bad, whether it's good, what this feeling resembles, whether it's sort of existential crisis thing. I mean, it's summer, I guess. Go outside, check the birds, check the trees, climb some trees, I don't know, jump over some puddles. Just go back to this animal, go back to your roots, and just be present in the nature, and just walk, just basically move your body through the natural, landscapes and environment. I guess you'll be alright. Yeah, in some time doing this. Play some good old video games, but it's a weird advice to distract yourself from feeling uneasy, feeling the reality crumbling, with going and playing and immersing yourself into virtual reality. Maybe it's this vicious circle of me actually spending too much time in virtual realities and on the internet and whatnot, and then my brain just gives up on reality, because it's less entertaining and less satisfying. But it shouldn't be this way, I guess. Yeah, we should remain real, We should live our own, stories, create our own stories, and not really be, associate ourselves and be living inside virtual realities of films, of video games, even of books. I mean, it's a good thing to read. It's nice. It's certainly better than, for say, playing video games in terms of feeling. But I mean, it's totally different things probably. But the feeling of reading, the feeling that comes after reading, is like reading is like eating a salad, and how you feel afterwards. But when you play video games, it's almost like eating some junk food. It's almost eating something unhealthy. If you're too much, if you're doing it too much, if you're playing too much, it's like overeating a bit of overeating on some junk food, and you kind of feel you felt good in the moment, but you don't really feel easy afterwards. I don't know how to put it else. How to put it other. I mean, I probably should stop speaking because I cannot even connect words into proper sentences now. So I mean, I'll go and have some sleep, and if it's late for you too, you should probably do the same. Let it be the last video you've watched before bed, if you have watched it till the end or whatever. I mean, I wish you all the best. I wish you not to feel this way. I wish you to find the way out of this uneasiness, of this anxiety. And I mean, it's probably the best way, the easiest way, the simplest way to do it is to just go and be in the nature just a little bit more every day. Just go and spend or go and spend these weekends in the woods, rent a cabin or just ride the bike in the woods, I don't know, go visit your relatives that are living in outside of town, in country side, or how do you say it? I mean, yeah, whatever. God bless you, brother, and I think I see you soon. Hope you're doing all right.